me! I surrender! Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to my Chanel, and welcome to another voyage back to the terrible taste of the 90s. It's time for another episode of Please Help Me, I'm Going Insane! Decorating Sense. This series so far has taken us on quite the journey of inner discovery.
It looks like stained glass.
Of what depths of our soul and psyche truly brings out horror as a reaction. What the fuck? And I can't wait to see what we see today, my lovelies. It's time that we continue with season 2 from 1998, I believe. So make sure you're sitting down comfortably. Grab yourself a beverage, pop your little hanger right into the Joan hole, and let's see today which designer is going to design us a living nightmare.
Hi, and welcome to Decorating Sense, the show that gives you great decorating ideas for a lot less.
Just like the lawn you're wearing today. Joan wasn't born, she was germinated.
I'm Joan Steffen.
Yes, you
and
are.
today we are going inside this Rambler to
A
make over
Rambler?
an all-white bathroom that two
An
young
all-white
children
bathroom
share.
in the
We are
Rambler?
going to colorize it for under $500.
Are you? Oh, I don't, you know, every time we hear the word colorize, I'm going to assume it means beige, beige, beige.
Mama, this
Beige.
hunty boot.
Beige. Although sometimes she has decided that ketchup and mustard must be the colours involved. Even though somehow in the 90s they both looked beige. Decorating wigs. Joan, put your meow meow behind the curtain. Was it meow meow in the 90s? No, what was everyone doing? What was Joan doing at the raves in the 90s, do you think? Do you think she was dropping a fat beat? I will never do that again. It's really quiet.
Hello again.
Hello.
We are in the lower level of a newer house today, and
Oh, the 90s. Do you remember when kids' toys were fun? Oh my, look at the level of colour in this room already. Also, sorry, downstairs in the walkout Rambler. No, what are we doing?
I just don't know anymore.
Beige, no, what is it? White walls in the Rambler, in the bathroom Rambler. What is a Rambler?
Is it a bee?
Is that 90s speak for very large family house?
as you can see, the
I
lower
never
level
had one of these here. I never had one growing up, but my goodness, did I want one. My cousins had one, and I was like, I'm so jealous.
pretty much owned by the younger children in the house. This is Max and Ellie's playroom. But the room we're going to read.
This is a playroom for 2 children. We've lost our way.
But the room we're going to redo is actually the bathroom.
The bathroom.
Max and Ellie's bathroom. And right now
Max
it's just a
and
very
Ellie's
white,
bathroom.
plain,
My
ordinary
goodness.
bathroom. You got the shower, you got the toilet. You
It's
have
very
4 walls,
functional.
And pedestal sink, which is really
Pedestal.
cool. Great, clean, contemporary lines in here. But there's no storage. So we need to add a little color.
My
and
goodness, I guess pedestal stinks would have... Stinks.
Stinky.
Pedestal stink...
I think I need an ambulance.
Pedestal sinks that would have been contemporary in the 90s, I suppose, wouldn't they? Because otherwise it would have all been avocado. And you know what they say about avocado?
Put it up your bum.
Color, and we definitely need to add storage.
Right, colour
and the creative wizard who's
storage.
going to help us with that is my friend Nancy Golden. So nice to see.
God, it's this woman. Oh my goodness. This. Okay, right. Everybody put on your hazmat suits because this woman is lethal. Please help me. I'm going insane. Now, far from me to pass judgment on Nancy here, but in the last Child's Applique room, we saw she painted a cowboy onto the wall, in fact, with a little mirror for a face, and then had a lariat, the children could use a lariat hanging from the side of a bunk bed. We're not decorating children's rooms with lariats. Unmonitored children with rope in the bedroom.
You again. You're
Hello,
going to
Nancy.
help us with this
What are you
wonderful
gonna
white
do
bathroom, which
today?
is like a good thing and a bad thing.
The good thing is it starts like a white canvas. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
The bad thing is if they're not imaginative, they're staring at a white bathroom and don't know where to begin.
Do we need to be imaginative in the bathroom?
No, not today. I'm off medication.
Do 90s children need to be imaginative in the bathroom? I don't like that phrase. Children being imaginative in the bathroom doesn't fill me with confidence. That phrase should never exist. Brand new sentence.
Today with the border.
This is not a
Border.
good thing.
Okay.
This is
A
so
dado
adorable.
rail.
It's a kids' cartoon border.
Okay.
And this is going to really be where we're going to get our jump start for the whole bathroom.
A jump
the
start.
tone.
The cartoon-like, the bright colors, the whole palette is from this border.
That'll look great against the white.
It's adorable. And then the next thing we're doing is kid art.
Oh God!
love
Oh,
this.
cursed! A book! Sell it on eBay. Cursed object.
I think someone put an Etsy witch curse on me sometimes.
Now I'm all for hanging your children's artwork. I don't have children. If Biscuit made artwork, I would perhaps be like, do you know what? Onto the fridge it goes.
Look quite pretty.
I'm all up for a select piece being displayed in a nice box, or perhaps, as they say in decorating sense, a shadow box. But Nancy here, Nancy loves to hang plastic jugs in a window and suggests that it dares resemble the glass artisans of yesteryear.
It looks like stained glass.
We've had the Allie do some paintings, and we've dry mounted them, and we're going to paint frames around them.
That'll be
Okay.
fun.
And
Okay,
then
paint
15 years
frame.
from now, when they're off
Paint
in college,
frames
the
around
parents
them.
can come in here and sob. I know what that's like.
But now with the storage issue, that's going to be a huge...
It is a huge issue,
Difference.
and what I've done was come up with some cute
I mean,
ideas.
like, I'm not being funny, but the children's room that they have play in, the playroom for children, is 98% storage. What could they possibly also need to store in the bathroom? I will say, though, we are missing storage in our modern homes.
Shower curtain.
Now this one I've got to see.
I know.
A storage
You
shower
trusted me
curtain.
Storage
before.
shower curtain,
Okay.
Never
very
let me down.
newfangled thing back
Shower
then.
curtain and some shelving and some
Right.
cute baskets.
Little bit of
So we're
shelving
gonna
and
make it to the
baskets, yeah, I
bedroom.
can understand.
You know, this room is going to change a lot.
A lot.
Today. I'm looking forward to it. We're
That,
going to do it
I
all.
must say, that curtain does look like one of those ones that just sort of like flumps into the curtain doorway. How do you describe a shower curtain that flumps into a curtain doorway? If you put too much weight on it, it's going to fall on the children, isn't it? It's going to fall on the children.
Under
She
$500.
loves a booby trap for a child. She
We can
does.
do
She
it.
loves it.
Okay.
Can't wait to fill the house with booby traps. Right. Before.
As you can see, this bathroom is very,
got new
very
music.
white. The pedestal sink doesn't provide any storage, and the room lacks color and creativity. And we all know that color is what stimulates a young child's imagination.
I mean, that is true. But do we need
So that-
stimulated imagination in the bathroom? Do we need a stimulated imagination in the bathroom? Or is that a very dangerous sentence, Joan?
that's where we'll begin with
Right.
this colorful boys and girls wall border.
What about the
colors in
non-binary
this border
queens?
are our starting point for this
Okay.
room.
Well, gosh, she's
This
just
is the color
haphazardly
palette we'll
slinging
work
that
with.
up the wall, isn't she? Right.
An inexpensive wall border makes an enormous difference to an all-white bath.
You know, it is a bit early learning centre, but I don't mind it. I mean, it is cursed art, and it's very, what was those children's books we used to read that was very like, the magic keys to the magic keys?
Grandma pulls the bank.
It's also a little bit Through the Dragon's Eye.
Withered, died.
Which for some reason has been on the forefront of my mind this week. Withered, died, the Vitacore.
Wall border makes an enormous difference to an all-white bath. This
What does it
brightly
look like?
painted
A bit
box
like a-
used to be an old medicine cabinet from the 40s, the kind that was recessed into the
Okay,
wall.
right, everybody strap
We
in.
pulled the colors from the border.
Oh, you couldn't do that you couldn't get a spirit level in there? Or a spirit guide for how obscene this is?
Thank you, boob lady.
colors from the border and painted the shelves and trim the same.
Okay.
This
it looks a
whimsical-
little bit Cthulhu, but you know what? An eldritch horror is great for children.
Maybe it's because your dad...
This whimsical box is now home to Allie's Beanie Babies collection and Snow White.
So they can all get covered in mold from the bathroom. Very good. You know what your child's bathroom needs? A nice helping of black mold.
and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Right, okay.
Around the mirror, Nancy hand-painted
for
a
God's sake.
multicolored cartoon-like
Sake.
frame.
Why? The state of that. What are you doing? Nancy! Nancy!
Nancy won't let me paint.
I don't know about this. The first time we've ever seen a dynamic like this. Is she going to suggest that it dares resemble stained glass? Oh, good. Oh, look, ketchup and mustard. Ketchup and mustard. Plus Twister. $42 on paint for that. Why would you even bother? The Early Learning Centre meets a staph infection.
Tuberculosis.
She experimented with the design.
She
before
certainly did. She
began, but
experimented
hey,
with
if you
our
make a
sanity.
mistake, You can always cover your error with more white paint. On the opposite wall, we hung two brightly painted oval bulletin boards, one for each child. These
For each
began
child.
as gold.
What on earth? Dry, itchy scalp and hair. This is the season of hot oil. Okay. If you send a friend to get a first-time customer-only perm for a sale price of $30, you will receive your next haircut for $3. Please use the name of the operator Requested, thank you. Is that J-Lo? Well, it was the 90s.
Plastic frames, the kind
Plastic.
you'd see in the beauty parlors years ago. Dry, itchy scalp. The
Dry,
corkboard was
itchy
spray
scalp?
painted and inserted
I actually
behind
don't
the
mind
frame.
this. Do you know what? A little bulletin board for children. Bulletin board, memory board, bulletin board for children. I don't mind that.
Now, Allie and Max
Baby.
can change their boards with their moods.
$51.
These big plastic hooks hold a towel for each.
Yes.
A boy towel and a girl towel.
A boy towel and a girl towel. My goodness.
Color coordinate your towels so that strangers will know your children's genitalia.
Very odd. Wasn't it odd? Wasn't it odd? Instead of saying a blue towel and a pink towel, it was a boy's towel and a girl's towel.
Girl towel.
Sure. Oh, right. Okay, are we done? God, that was quick.
The shower curtain.
I knew you would.
It is so cute and so functional.
It looks so small and imposing now in this room. The fact that there are toys hanging on the shower curtain means it's going to be filled with rotten mold. It's going to be tuberculosis, nebulizers, pneumonia, girls. Perfect, yeah.
That's all I'm giving
I don't
you.
think Nancy
How
likes
did you do it?
children.
You know what? This is an idea
You
that
know
really was kind of like out of necessity because there is no storage. And I
right.
thought, where do you
There's
store
still no
something in a
storage.
bathroom?
You've
Where
filled
do
it with
kids store
toys.
things? They store things in their pockets. So I created pockets out of inexpensive washcloths, had them sewn onto a shower curtain. You could sew them yourself. I couldn't, you could. And just store all kinds of bath accessories, toys and hair clips and cotton balls and whatever you
I'm
need.
sorry, is that a hairdryer? Is that a hairdryer? Just put the hairdryer in the shower.
Cotton balls and whatever you need, it's within easy reach, all washable and so much
A
color.
lot of impact.
It's not really an easy reach if you're in the shower.
And about these, you got to explain
What's
these.
that? Oh, God,
Well,
what's that?
that's another thing. I thought, how can I get color up high? Ordinary
Clown noses?
shower curtain rings are throwaway. Nobody
You
pays
bet.
any attention to them.
Does
So I was
she
at a party favor store and
harvest
saw
clown
these little
noses?
squishy balls, party favors, and
Squishy
thought, why
balls?
don't I attach these to cheap shower rings
Are they
and
the
make some
things that
color and punch
fall
up on
down the
top?
wall?
So that's what I did.
That is the perfect touch. I mean, you think we asked you to add a little color? I think you've done your job.
Yes,
I take
Nancy.
direction well.
Nancy is a fascinating specimen of the human variety because when I listen to her speak, she speaks with such verve and passion and excitement about the world, but she is hanging plastic jugs in a window and claiming that they are stained glass. She is putting Beanie Babies in a high mold environment for children. And she is sewing washcloths to a shower curtain, daring to suggest it is in fact a pocket for a child. What happened to the Nancys of the world?
Tuberculosis.
Thanks.
Right.
And we're not done with color yet.
Oh,
The mirror
really?
above the sink is too tall for a little
child.
one to see themselves in.
Oh, God.
This is our kid-friendly mirror. We hung this hand-painted
have you done
mirror
to this
at a
poor
toddler's
child?
eye level. Practical.
Oh, no! Is this bathroom haunted?
My governess drowned me in a well.
Practical is the name of our game here.
Okay.
That's why we screwed an ordinary white paper towel holder
White.
onto the
A
wall
white
instead of
woman's
cloth
wig.
hand towels. This way the kids always have clean towels to wipe their hands on.
Okay.
No more messing with dirty cloth towels.
And also, piss off the environment, girls! I will say, I mean, if you have particularly messy children, it's always good to have, like, towels and wipes and paper, I guess, in easy reach, isn't it? And a bathroom is kind of, I guess, where you want to have all that.
Cloth towels.
I'm not mad
When
at that
decorating
one.
a room, art can give you the pop
Not
it
feet
needs.
pics,
The quality
feet
of art
painting.
doesn't matter. Juvenile art is fun.
Juvenile
These are
art.
drawings of alleys. We had them dry mounted and then attached each to the wall.
24th of the 8th, 97. Or is that 47? 97 or 47. This was by a 50-year-old man.
Next, Nancy went to work.
She's spoiling
She
the paintings
hand-painted
already.
Frames around
She said,
each
give me
piece
that
of
painting.
artwork with a rainbow of colors.
Just directly on the wall, sure. I bet Nancy did these paintings herself. Oh, that's quite objet d'art.
Now, the finishing touches.
Money laundering. Grand theft auto.
A nice slur. Oh, that's very 90s. It's going to be absolutely disgusting after the first wash, but that is very 90s. Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thrown immediately on the floor. Okay. Okay. Yes. No slip and slide. What's that? A weapon?
Nancy?
Yes, Joan?
This
want
is
you
the
to-
busiest bathroom I've ever seen. Also, those children with those with these, like, no, what are they called? Dwarves? The dwarven gnome figurines up here from Snow White and the Seven Wigs. These are going to be on the floor, shattered into a million pieces, faster than you can say piss.
No, even though you did not allow me to paint in your bathroom.
There's no way you're going to paint in this bathroom.
I still like it. It turned out great. What a huge difference.
It's really a fun room.
It's a kid's bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how much did it cost?
$4.94.
Too
That is
much.
not bad
Far
at
too
all.
much for a bit of
Considering
cloth
you spent
on
about,
a
$200
wall.
Accessory.
Can you tell? Can you tell?
I can
tell.
Loaded.
It looks great.
Thanks. I love it.
That would have been,
Nothing's
what was that? $500 in 1997 is the equivalent of about $2,500 in this day and age. Obscene.
To look back at everything that Nancy painted in this bathroom.
Let's have a nice look back, shall we? Yes, a flashback to when we had sanity. Now, it's not the most functional. It's also a little bit like downstairs bathroom. It's fine. It's fine. It actually looks quite large there, but...
Yes, this bathroom
comes
was
Nancy.
all white. No color, no fun for the kids. And the worst problem, no storage for all their stuff.
Okay. But there's still no storage because it's all full
Now
of
it's
rotting
colorful,
toys.
whimsical, and practical.
Whimsical.
I don't want that.
It's that border, isn't it? That border makes the whole room look smaller. If that was placed higher, or just not at all, maybe?
All the hand painting adds a creative flair to the room.
Does it?
And this is a bath that
Creative
says
flair?
kids live
Or-
and clean up.
Episode.
I hope you'll stay with us because
Oh,
when we
Joan.
come back, we are turning trash to treasure.
Joan, do you know what? Show me a homo and I'm there.
Now it's time for trash to
Hello.
treasure. That's where we turn your garage sale finds or things that you even find around the house,
Sensible
turn them
leggings.
into fabulous home furniture.
This is very
and
medieval look. She's taking us to serfdom today.
accessories. And once
Accessories.
again, we're at Sticks and Stones,
Sticks
a
and Stones
great
may
home
break my
furniture and
wigs,
accessory
but
store in
I'm wearing a
Minneapolis.
wig.
And one of its owners, Rob Whitleff, is going to share
Whitleff
some
of
really
the
creative
Whitleff
ideas
dynasty.
today on how to make quilts and pillows out of things like dish towels.
Now, quilt is a bit of one of those words like patio, patisserie, bijouterie, quilt.
even old suits. Let's go find Rob
Okay,
now.
right. Even old suits.
Hi, Rob.
Hi.
Nice to see you
Hello.
again.
I'm being swallowed alive by my
Remember,
turtleneck.
Never have too many pillows, never have too many quilts. So you're going to help me out.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
How we start?
Well, what we've got today are, to start with, some old Kilim rugs.
These are
And
rugs.
These are rugs, actually, and what we've
have
done
rugs? How
is
uncomfortable.
cut the rugs out around bad spots, either holes or wear marks, and
Okay.
then turn them into pillows.
They look like great.
Right, so instead of making them into smaller rugs, you've made them into pillows, in which you have to rub your face on something that was on the floor.
Aren't they great?
Now this one you've pieced together.
We have. This one's
she
been
was gonna say you
seamed,
pissed on
actually,
it.
because this rug was in such poor condition that we've seamed it, but in the overall spectrum of the whole thing, it works really well.
I mean, it does. Okay, that does function.
basically it just
It's
came
not to my
from
taste. It's
a
a
small-
bit alpine, a bit like out. You'd see this wouldn't be missing in an alpine cabin, which is fine. You know, someone has an alpine cabin somewhere, don't they?
Fabric, scrap like
Fabric?
this.
Yeah, and you
What's
can
this?
find these in quite a few places. Worn out
Absolutely.
rugs.
Can
Yep.
And
Are
not
you
know
sure
what to do
about
with
that?
them.
Not know what to do with them. And one
Yeah.
great thing, too, is if you find a piece that has a great fringe, like this one does,
Mama, this mug, hunty boot down.
absolutely leave it on. Gives so much more texture to the actual
Could
pillow.
it be
Oh yeah, that's a great
placemats,
idea.
perhaps,
And
or a
this
table
is
decor?
great. Is this a rug or a blanket?
This is actually
Luxeria, what are you talking about? These are rugs on the floor from 1997.
This is actually an old Navajo rug, but what happened is at one point in time, somebody cut a nice big hole here in the center. For some reason.
Now, you little homosexuals out there who like to hang rugs in doorways and cut holes in them.
Gay.
It's all your fault.
For some reason, whether for a lamp or something.
Yeah,
so
a
what this would be
lamp.
great is to
Yeah,
cut this
that's what it's for. It's for a lamp.
fabric and then seam it on the back with like a black
Seam it
suede
on the
or a red
back?
suede,
Well.
and use it as a large-scale pillow because the pattern's so bold.
Yep, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
That would make a
Well.
beautiful pillow.
Pillow.
Now you have some other pillow ideas.
Yes,
over here.
show me
We
some
do.
more pillows.
Vintage fabrics.
Okay,
fabrics
vintage
are
fabrics
great.
I can get behind
now
as
we're
pillows.
reproducing
Yes.
so many of the vintage fabrics,
That's
but the cost is
very old lady, very tiramisu, very high tea, very cucumber sandwiches, but I do like it. I can see it somewhere and it has a place.
so expensive. So finding things like an old tablecloth, what we've done here is just inset this vintage fabric.
That's
in
not
some
bad. This
new
might be
and really
fine.
create a-
Don't even show me the chemise. God, it's a whiplash from Nancy, isn't it? Being like, your children!
Mold!
To a beautiful
A
applique
great pillow
fabrique.
that's framing the wonderful quality old fabric.
Yeah, that's a
Wonderful
great idea.
quality.
And this?
On this one,
And
what
this
we've
one?
done is
The
seamed
bin
together
also?
two different fabrics that were actually curtains. This is a bark cloth, and then we have another fabric on the back.
bark
These both
cloth?
complement each other very
An
well.
Ottoman and
Plus,
a
it gives you
bark
two
cloth.
distinct looks to change the look of your room.
Very
I
nice.
actually
And this
like
is-
that.
this
Do you know
is-
what? I like a flowery, floral pillow cushion throw. I like a flowery, floral moment, especially for a living room. I think that's quite pretty. You could have a flower that matches it upon your table. Does a woman wear a table anymore? What?
Of your room.
Very much so. And this is going towards that tea stain look that we're seeing so much of these
Again,
This is a little
same
bit
thing. And this was done really very
tea-cozy.
easily because it's seamed only on three sides. The back flange here is left wide open.
Flange?
So you just seam it on three sides, and anyone who has a
Flange?
hard time sewing can do this.
Yeah, it's really simple. The fabric's so cool, you don't really need to be more intricate than that.
Flange?
This is the kind of thing that we're talking about, right?
Oh, what's
Absolutely. This is something you can find at an antique store
Very
or a
French.
flea market,
Very
probably
French,
in your mother
provincial.
or father's home.
What would you do with this one?
Well, what I do with this one is there's a lot.
Put it in the bin.
Probably in your mother or father's home.
What would you do with this one?
Well, what
Put
I
it in
do
the
with this
bin.
one is there's a lot of options depending on the size of the pillow that you want.
That's
You
actually
can either
quite
cut it
pretty.
out and do the small pillow in here,
Yes.
and then use
You
the
could make
larger
it a
pillow
thing,
to
or
inset something
you could
inside,
put it on a
or do a
table.
really large pillow. You have
An
a
outdoor
wide variety of
table.
options on this.
A bistro set for the patio.
Gay.
I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, just let your imagination run free.
Absolutely.
That's great.
Yeah, that's
okay,
great.
now
It's in the bin.
we're going to show everybody your old suit is basically what we're going to do.
There you go.
And what to do about it.
Well, I don't agree that it's my old suit,
a strappy
but,
bondage outfit.
This is an old suit, and what ends up happening is as time goes by, styles change, fabrics change.
Bodies
They do.
change.
Bodies definitely change.
They do, it's
so
true.
what we're taking is an old suit like this, or an old great pair of trousers that have a really interesting pattern, and then combining those all together
Problematic
on one
patterns, some
large
might say.
piece.
What's this?
And by cutting them in different shapes and sizes,
Is it-
you're
oh, is
getting
this
what's
a-
called a crazy quilt, and that
A
was really
crazy
popular around the turn of the
quilt.
century, but which is
Okay.
now
Do you know, I
becoming very much in
I
stylish.
don't hate the idea of taking fabrics and making them into something else. I don't hate the idea of upcycling. I don't mind the idea of having like some sort of, if you've got sentimental outfits or sentimental clothing or sentimental fabrics or tablecloths or whatever that you can't use as their original thing, I think stitching them together as a little patchwork moment is actually quite sweet. But does any of us in this day and age have enough time to make a patchwork quilt?
You could be doing this!
And you just combine the old suit. So it's really
Ooh,
a piece
it's a
that
bit
has a memory to it. It's a piece that can remind you of not only a family member, but friends. You could do the same thing with skirts or dresses.
Yeah, that's a
Skirts,
fabulous
put a
idea.
skirt
Because a
on
lot
it.
of times you don't want to hold on to the piece
Panties.
of clothing, but it'd be great to have the memories that went along with
Yes,
it.
there
Absolutely.
you go,
Your
see,
children's clothing
same
to bring back,
wavelength.
Would be
you know,
great.
Your childhood of your children.
Absolutely.
That would be wonderful. Speaking of childhood,
Oh, right,
Speaking of
okay, God, here we
childhood-
go.
never have too many teddy bears.
That is very
bears.
true.
So we're going to be making some teddy bears, huh?
Okay.
We are.
Look at those.
We've
This
got
is a
two
thing that
distinct
people used to do. People used to make teddies. Do you remember this? You could take it to someone, the teddy atelier, and they would make teddy bears. Do you remember when that was a thing? Old. I barely remember when that was a thing. I was probably about five of your great British years.
Here, but they're both based off the same pattern,
Yes.
an idea. The first one we've got here is actually an
abstract
vintage
concept.
crazy quilt, but the quilt was in such poor condition that we needed to do something else with
A
it.
patchwork
You know how
teddy,
strange that
that's
is? Like we just made a
fine.
quilt out of
Agree.
something else, and now
Love
the quilt's
that.
worn out, and we've turned it into a teddy bear.
Absolutely, but you know, why throw something away when you can use it for something else?
Right.
This one is actually just based on a basic pattern form of a teddy bear, but because
Oh, it is a
of the
bit
fabrics,
Freddy
it gives it such
Fazbear,
a
isn't
great
it?
look.
That one. With
Oh,
the,
this would
the,
make a
like,
great
stitching
teddy
on the
bear.
face.
This would be great, yeah. For spring, it'd be a
Gingham.
really great fabric, bright and cheery, a really fun fabric
Bright
to
and
do just on a simple
cheery.
bear pattern.
Good idea. And now, you know, we're going to make a winter
can't-
teddy bear.
Absolutely.
A what? A whimsy?
We're going to make a winter teddy bear
A winter. A wind tunnel. Everything in this shot is beige.
out of a
Absolutely.
coat.
When the fall season comes in, when you bring out all your old coats, bring out your winter bear.
Okay.
Right,
you
so
do
we're
is
going to
basically
turn
take
this
the body of the
beautiful
coat, turn it
vintage
into the body of
coat
the bear.
into a teddy
The lapel
bear.
turns into the accent pieces, the ears, and the paws, and you could use the buttons for the actual eyes.
Perfect. And this one's just a little more elegant.
I
A
mean,
little more
that's
elegant. We've
actually
added
very
an old mink
quite
stole
sweet.
as the accents on the ears
It's
and on
almost
the
a little
paws in
bit
this one.
Very cute.
Eye
But we have time
lime.
for one more quick idea.
Well, we've got one quick
Heirloom.
idea for a window treatment for the kitchen, and
Is it stained glass?
basically what you're doing is you're going to take
Okay,
an
a
old apron
steak. A
and
vampire
adhere
steak.
it to
And a
each side
penny.
of your curtain rod in your kitchen.
Help
What
me!
this does is
I
gives you a small window
surrender!
treatment, allows the light in, and it takes 5 minutes to do.
And you've got this.
Sorry, where is this going? What is this for?
Commoner garden tea towel. That there is a beautiful design. And let's go for a slightly bohemian look. Can you see that there's a Dutch influence there?
To each side of your curtain rod in your kitchen.
Okay.
What this does is it gives you a small window treatment, allows the light in, and it takes 5 minutes to do.
And you've got this cute little
I
scout
don't understand.
thing going on
What
that
is
way.
this? What does it do? Why would we hang a penny in the window from a steak, a vampire steak?
We like to have a bit of fun with fashion.
90s design was highly questionable.
Very cute idea.
Design used
And
to
I
mean
love the
something
cozy
else
ideas
back
with
then.
the quilts and the pillows. Thank you again so much.
Thank you.
Just great ideas.
Great.
And I hope you'll stay with us because when we
Well,
come back, we're
Joan,
going to
do you
do
know
an interior
what?
redesign.
I've got all the time in the world to hear about your lawn.
Now we have a crew standing by ready to do an interior redesign. We'll give you great advice.
Is this
on
the
how to give your
International
room a
Day?
fresh, new look.
What were they called? The International Federation of Oopsie Daisy. Is that what it
Advice
is?
on how to give your room a fresh, new look just
We
by
haven't seen them for at
rearranging
least 3
the
weeks.
existing furniture and accessories.
Okay.
Let's check in with them.
Let's check in with the International
The
Federation
homeowners
of
of
Oopsie
this
Daisy.
space.
That's lovely. Look at that. Look at that. It's very mid-century modern. The colours could be a bit updated, perhaps a nice new carpet, but still great bones of a room.
The homeowners of this spacious walkout basement have just recently finished the construction of this room.
Oh.
They designed their basement to be a cozy gathering place for family and friends. As you
How
can
interesting.
see,
I've designed my basement to be a cozy family room.
they haven't quite achieved that comfortable,
bar.
intimate feel that they were looking for. Felicia McNulty,
Felicia.
interior designer and owner
Felicia
of Other
Newcomer.
Arrangements, is going to show us how to spruce
Oh, in her imperial silk.
this room up without spending any money.
She reminds me a little bit of Courtney Love.
You want to try to make some kind of
Felicia
separation between
Mangione.
areas. A conversation area, an entertaining area, a reading area.
So this is not the International Federation of Oopsie Daisy. This is the local branch of Whoopsie.
And try to do that with plants, things on the wall, bookcases, tall pieces of furniture, and just make little nooks if you don't have them. It really warms up.
A
the
room full of nooks.
There's
okay.
2 focal points in the room. There's a bar area
There is a
and
bar area, that is
fireplace
correct.
area.
And a fireplace.
The bar area is already separated by a partial wall.
This room
which
is
helps.
huge.
The sofas I'm going to
Bigger
change.
than my-
I'm going
all
to
of my
move
apartments.
them facing each other, which is more conversational, and it'll move
Yeah, that's
the
very
back
huddled
away
at
from
the
the door
end,
and
isn't
facing
it?
the door. The bar is slightly off center, which confuses your eye also.
Oh, and there's a nice
line,
table there,
a
so you can't get
vertical
behind
line
it.
and a horizontal line that don't meet up. So we're going to wind up moving the bar over, centering the bar.
Beginning by
Right,
the
okay.
fireplace, the sitting area is cleared to make room for our rearrangement. We moved the large pieces of furniture out of the way. So we can
Okay,
get a
yes,
good
we're going to
look
throw
at
this
the
plant in the
space.
skip.
Okay, there's been a lot of discussion about this lamp
That's
here.
nice.
It's when you're sitting on the couch,
I
it
like
feels
that.
like it's out to grab you.
Does
and,
it?
It's real unnerving. It doesn't go with the room. We don't really have anywhere else to put it, so we're just going to get rid of it.
Oh,
Fish
the
become
one
the
thing I
focus
like
of the
in the
large
bin.
blank wall.
Oh,
the
that poor
aquariums
fish,
had
that's not big
previously
enough.
been spread out against opposite walls of the room.
That's not big
A
enough for
common
that poor
mistake
fish.
people make is to divide up similar pieces. Group them together like this instead, and you'll soon see the impact.
What do you mean group them together like this? This poor fish is on the floor. Mind you, they didn't... In the 90s, they weren't treating fish like real pets, were they?
Back in come the couches.
Back
the
at it
first
again.
is placed perpendicular to the fireplace. The second is placed
Love
directly
that word.
opposite the other,
Perpendicular patio for the patisserie at the bijoutier.
creating an intimate place to converse.
Yeah, block
and
up the
enjoy
door.
The
We don't need
fireplace.
that.
We found this rug in the guest bedroom.
Oh.
It became the perfect.
We stole it
accessory
from
to
somebody
pull
else in the
couches
house.
Together and define the sofa area.
That is more appropriate, though.
This
That is very... This is almost getting a bit villain's lair now, isn't it?
sofa area. This brass and
leather,
glass
that's-
table taken from another room in the house is a better
stolen
fit
again.
between the couches than the tiny one the homeowners had previously.
That's a beautiful table.
The table
my God.
allows the pattern of the rug to be seen
They,
through the
what is it about just gently balanced glass in this show? Like, oh, it's a table and also an unexpected trip to A&E.
Unexpected item in bum.
We thought this trunk seemed like the perfect lamp table for the
Perfect
corner,
place
but
to
once
hide
in
a
place it
body.
seemed too bulky.
Oh,
Don't be afraid to
put
try
it in front
things.
of
If
the
you
door.
don't like the look, you can always move them out.
That's
This old sewing
true, I
machine
guess.
proportions fit much better, and with a lamp, a plant, and a wall hanging, it transforms into a bright little corner full of warmth.
okay.
With the furniture in place, it's time to accessorize the bookshelves.
TV on top of a fireplace? I guess that maybe did happen once upon a time, didn't it?
We started with a fresh
I wonder
slate
what this
by
room looks
clearing
like now.
everything off. Just look at what a quick search through the house produced.
Okay, all right, bit of
Several
decor.
shelves were removed to break up the perfectly symmetrical lines of the wood, creating a much more visually pleasing effect.
Okay, yes.
It also made space for some larger, more striking accessories.
Carl.
Felicia hung
Like this
simple
woman.
window treatments, added a reading lamp and some artwork, and the bare corner was transformed into an inviting little reading nook.
Oh, which no one will use.
Remember those lonely fish tanks? Just see how the look has been transformed
That
by
poor
simply
fish on the bottom.
filling up the space with plants.
Here we've made the fish tanks the focal point of the room. It's the first thing you see when you walk into the room.
That's not big enough for them,
It's,
surely.
directly across from the main
Those poor
entryway.
fish. I don't
We've
like
used
this.
uplighting
Absolutely not.
behind the plants to
Why have you
create
put that
mood
fish on
and
the
shadow.
floor? Look, that's its whole
And
whole
put-
life is going to be lived there between a wooden rattan and a greige carpet.
A lot of plants around the fish just because it makes it look like its natural habitat and creates a nice full picture.
Let's take a look at what we've done so far.
Okay,
Now,
I
doesn't
don't
it look
agree.
warm and inviting? The
Is that a
sparse,
real dog?
bland space from before looks interesting and inviting with the colorful new curtains, the rug, and the plants. The bar area is next. Look at the placement of this bar. See how crowded the far corner feels and how empty it is to the left?
Yes.
As Felicia
Oh!
promised, we moved it over
Fashion has been done on this day.
the woodwork of the matching
Oh,
mirror. The bar looked so
£17,000.
striking on its own that we simply added some plants for color,
Right,
some
okay.
wall sconces, and the bar
And a
area
picnic
was
basket you can't
completely
use.
Rearranged.
I'm really
Oh!
happy with this room. The living room turned
Do you
out
know
beautifully.
what? I hate
The
it. Thank you
couches
so
are
much.
facing each other. Creates
You
a
got rid of the
beautiful
most exciting part of the room, which was that really unusual lamp.
conversation area. It's warm and it's inviting.
Warm and inviting.
We also added a rug to the seating area, which
Hiding in
really
the forest?
anchored the conversation area and brought a lot of
It
color
is
to the
more
room and warmth.
conversational.
And then we've also got a little writing area, a little
Yeah, I guess
cozy
you
nook
could write
back
a book there.
for
You could write a
writing
hate
letters
message
and
to Joan.
have a natural light coming through the window. So all
Yeah, but you
altogether, I
did
think
block
it
the
turned out
window
really
with a
great.
sofa. Do we get to meet the homeowner who'll go, I hate it, sold immediately?
Tuberculosis.
And Nancy's back
Oh
with us,
God,
ready to
back
share
with
some of her
Nancy
design
quickly.
secrets.
Nobody
We're gonna
move.
have
She
a
can't see you
Nancy
if you move.
today.
Yeah, well, I wanted to show why mine was so much better.
Okay, tell me why.
First of all, it's kind of wimpy. The paper in this fabric is very wimpy. What they did was add a punch of color with this kind of Mexican influence stuff, and I like that a lot. This is a great idea. It's a skirted pedestal.
Mexican influence, a skirted pedestal on a sink. Why does she love mould in the bathroom? She loves a mouldy bathroom. Can't get enough stained glass in a mouldy bathroom.
For storage. So how do you know what's under here?
Good idea.
Wouldn't
We
you
don't.
love to know? I would.
I absolutely agree with you, though. The wallpaper.
This is
So hang on, is this the
does not
before?
look
And the mirror's too small. You can't see one thing. in
Okay,
this
so
mirror.
this is the before.
I like the sunflowers.
Yeah, I love the sunflower. So it gets like a C.
Okay.
Okay.
How about the other one?
The other one.
Sorry,
is
what? Sorry, is she reviewing people's interior design? Is that what the problem is?
Exactly what we were talking about this morning.
That
The
is haunted.
bathroom was white. The tile is white, the tub is white, the walls were white, and they literally went to a wallpaper store and said, help me, I have a white bathroom. And they bought border and they bought paper and some fabric and pulled it together. It's just not clever.
It's not
Pulled it together. Pulled it together where? In the bin?
fabulous.
No, it's not fabulous.
Like this bedroom.
It's not fabulous.
you.
Well,
Standing in.
I don't understand.
Well, thank you so much for all of today.
Thank you so much for passing judgment on.
And
Mind you, I
remember,
can't
with
speak,
a little
can I?
imagination, you can make your decorating dreams come true for less. I'm Joan Steffen. Thank you for watching.
Is Nancy holding you hostage? Well, my lovelies, WTF. Every time we see Nancy, I grip the edge of my seat and I can't wait to see what we see, because every single time she does not fail to involve some sort of ploy, plot, some sort of diabolical motion to injure and inspire at the same time. Some might say inspire and injury. Lariats in the bedroom, rotting beanie babies in the shower. Honestly, part of the reason why I enjoy this so much is because every time we see Nancy, I just don't know what's going to happen next. It's like we're watching a 90s thriller movie, because I'm like, oh, she's going to do something. When's it going to happen? What's it going to be? When's it going to happen? What is it? Snow White and the Seven Dwarf ornaments that could fall onto a child. Next week, who knows? Well, my lovelies, let me know what you think about what we've seen today, because every time I love decorating scents. What a lovely obscene blast from the past this is. Every time we watch one, I'm like, I genuinely don't know. I don't know. It takes us on a frightening journey of new experiences together, and other times it takes us on a careful, cautionary tale about what not to do. Well, my lovelies, let me know what you think. And I guess with that, it's time for the Patreons. You can see yourselves scrolling past on the screen right here. Over on the Patreon, we have access to all the uncut and non-copyright edited versions of the videos you see here on the main channel. We're also doing a watch party, live party watch party of all of Project Runway Season 1. I've also got all of Project Runway Season 2 over there. We also have all of the Traitors UK Season 1, and we're currently doing the Celebrity Season 1 edition. Got all of I Want to Marry Harry, and also there's something about Miriam, among many other things, actually. Many other things over there. If you want to join the Patreon, the link is in the description box below. And as always, I want to say a massive thank you to my top tier Patreons. Orcos Samoji, Carol Sturm, Jojo, Radhika Madala, Angie, A Literal Pipefish, AJ Padilla, Anthony Michael Hernandez, Ashley Lisa, Atomic Cryptid, Auntie Sash, Barry Chapman, Becky Johnson, BDB, Bishop Bubs, Blair 130, Breakaway, Caffeinated Raptor, Callie Rose, Cammy Bryan, Catfish, Catalina, Seraph, Colin Mayfair, ContraPoints, Danny, Danielle Sarah, Dank Diva, Dr. Luna, EBBB, Eli Stowers, Emotionally Flammable, Exa Love Reckless, Goth Hoblin, James Asen Girl, Jennifer Herman, Jenny, Talia, Lauren Kylie, Lauren, Leanne Jones, Les Banana, Letty Layton, Lindsay Kadragari, Love Potion, Malfunctioning NPC, Mandy, Marvin David, Minimoto, Miranda Bryant, Morgan Lathay, Mother of Sith, Miss Kiss, OKS Kyle, Overdrive Pixie, Robin Ortiz, Robbie Rain, Safety Penguin, Semiaz Meridoc, Shanro, Sean, TNS Mum, Taylor Roney, The Jessica Hightower, Tony Mackers, Track, Victoria Lawrence, Winnie Potato, Winona, Worm, and Wizgadunsk. And you know what, my loves? I think I'm going to leave it on the note of Nancy, where are you?